Hey friends, welcome back. So today is Monday, September 11th. We are officially 1 week out, or actually a little bit more, about 10 days out from our Disneyland trip. I'm super excited. We're going to be going to Oogie Boogie Bash for the first time, and then going to Disneyland with my father-in-law and my mother-in-law and my husband's step niece. And we're really excited for the trip. And so today I get to schedule our DAS reservation. The DAS pass is for my husband. I have done these videos before. I will link them down below. The DAS pass is for my husband. He has a kidney transplant and some other issues that kind of deter him from waiting in the lines. And so he does have a genuine need for the DAS pass. And typically what we do is I will be the one to log in and wait in the queue and all those things, because I'm the one who kind of is more familiar with it and with the Disney website. So I usually do all of the kind of technical setup stuff, and then when it comes time to actually talk to the cast member to get the DAS pass, I give my husband the computer, I pass it off, and he's the one who talks to them and gives them the information and everything. So I'm going to do that today, praying that we don't have too long of a wait. The first time we did this for Disney World, we ended up waiting 10 hours plus, and had to do a second day. I'll link that video down below. And then last year for Disneyland, I think we waited maybe 3 or 4 hours. And then this past April, when we went to Disney World and we did the DAS pass, we only waited maybe an hour. So I'm hoping that it's not going to be too long. I am currently working. I work as a virtual assistant part-time on top of my full-time job, working in human resources. Today I'm just doing my VA stuff. So I'm going to kind of work while I wait in the queue. So I am all ready. I have my Disney shirt on. I've got Mickey down there. So I'm going to turn the camera on. If you see there, I have the Boo to You parade on YouTube. I'm going to listen to that while I wait. And like I said, I have my Mickey shirt on. And so it's going to be a Disney day. And I'm going to turn the camera around so I can show you guys what I'm doing, what the system looks like, what the website looks like, all the things. I like to do an update every time I do it, because things change, the website changes, the system changes, all that stuff. So that way there's always an updated version, and you guys know what to expect when you're doing it yourself. So, and also the Disney World and Disneyland processes and sites are a little bit different, so that way you can kind of see what each one looks like. So yeah, I'm going to turn the camera around and I'll show you guys what we're working with. Okay, so here we are. I'm on the Disneyland website. So the first thing I'm going to do is log in, because I know it's going to ask me to log in later on. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that so I don't have to worry about it. And then obviously make sure you're on the right site, Disneyland versus Disney World, whichever one you're going to. They do have 2 different sites. So that's going to get me logged in. Okay, and then I'm going to go, once this loads fully, my computer is a little bit slow. What you're going to do is go to, there's an area to do it. I just got to find it. Again, the Disneyland website is a little bit different than, I think what you can do is if you go to help up here on the top right, kind of, it'll pull up a list. Yeah, and then you're going to go right here where it says guests with disabilities. And then this is all the frequently asked questions. So one thing to note is that you have to do this within 30 days up to 2 days before your trip. If you're closer than 2 days before your trip, then you're just gonna have to do it there in person with guest services. But we are, like I said, about 10 days out, so I am able to do it right now. So I just need to find the correct place to go. So I'm gonna go see all guest services. It's asking me to do a survey. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. And I don't know why this looks different than usual. There we go. So disability access service, that's what we're gonna use. So we're gonna click that. And so here, this page has all the information about disability access service. I actually have a video that explains everything about DAS, how it works, what you need to do, some tips and tricks that I've learned, do's and don'ts, all the things, all the information about DAS. So I will link that down below. I'm not going to go over that today. This is basically just going to be like showing you what to do to actually get DAS. So there's 2 steps for DAS. There's registering with DAS, which you can see is the first option up here, and then there's planning with DAS. So the first thing you need to do before you can start planning is you need to register. So I'm going to hit register, or learn more about registering. Then again, this is all the information. We don't really need all that right now. So the registration process, it's going to tell you there. I already logged in. And then it's going to tell you that you need to have a pre-arrival live video chat. So that's what we're going to do today. So your 2 options are you can do the pre-arrival chat or you can do on-site at guest relations. So we're going to do the pre-arrival chat. So ready to chat with a cast member. The first thing you need to do is agree to the terms and conditions. Also make sure you check the times. Obviously Disneyland is going to be based on Pacific time. Disney World is based on East Coast time. So if you're going to Disney World and you live on the West Coast like we do, it's going to look a little bit different. You're going to have to wake up earlier in order to match the East Coast time. So we're going to go ahead and like the terms and conditions or agree to the terms and conditions. I've already read all of these, so I'm not going to worry about that. We've used the DAS Pass many times, so we're familiar with it. And then it's going to say that you accepted the terms and conditions on the date. And then you're going to go back. And it should take you back to that same screen. Yep, okay, so ready to chat with a cast member. And then it's going to say request live video chat. So the first thing it's going to do is it's going to pull up this chat, this like messenger chat. This is basically the queue that you're going to wait in until a cast member is ready to speak to you. Sometimes, like I said, it could be maybe an hour. Sometimes it could be a few hours. We've waited up to 10 hours. So it just kind of depends. So I'm just going to say hello. I don't really know what I need to say there. Just going to say that to get started. So all of our previous chats are here. So all of our previous chats are there from last time. But we're going to start new. So this is just saying welcome to Disneyland's Disability Access Service. Are you already registered for DAS and just need your advanced selections? No, we need to re-register. Every time you do it, you're going to have to re-register. So just because we had it in the past doesn't mean that you have it now. Your DAS registration is only good for like 60 days, I think. So it is asking to register the person requesting DAS needs to be present. Are they available? I'm going to kind of go get my husband because I don't know if they're going to take me on right away. So let me take the computer over to him real quick and we will see what happens. Okay. So like I said, it's already asking if the person is available or present. So I'm going to say yes. I don't know if it's automatically going to let us talk to somebody or... To proceed in the DAS registration process, the terms and conditions must be accepted. Have you completed this? Yes. I do see that it says Ethel the virtual, so I'm assuming this is a virtual person. To video chat with a cast member, you need to have a working camera and microphone. Do you have access? Yes. Are you needing DAS within 2 to 30 days? That's like I said earlier. Yes. What date are you looking to start DAS? So this process is different. They've never asked us this many questions before. So we are going to be starting on 9/21. This is why I like to do these updates every time, because every time we do it, it's different. To chat about DAS, you must be logged into the Disneyland website and logged out of the Disneyland app. Please log out of the app to proceed. Are you ready? I don't know if I'm logged into the app. Let me look at my phone. Okay, so I was logged in on the app on my phone, so I went ahead and logged out of that. So I'm going to say, yes, I am ready to proceed. Thank you for contacting DAS. For your registration, a cast member will be with you once they are available. You have now entered the advanced registration queue for guests who have not recently enrolled in DAS in the last 30 days. So there you go. If it's been more than 30 days, you have to do it every time. Due to extremely high call volume, we estimate your wait time to be over 4 hours. Please continue to wait in the queue or try us again at a later time. So there you go. So we will probably be waiting at least 4 hours. So I will check back in a little bit and let you guys know if there are any other updates. Okay, guys, I just want to come on and give a little bit of update because it is different this time than previous times. So they do tell you how long your wait could be, which they didn't used to do. You just kind of had to wait and kind of wait blindly and just not know at what point somebody was going to pop up in the chat. So this time at the beginning it said, due to extreme high call volumes, your estimated wait time will be over 4 hours. And now it says your estimated wait time is over 2 hours from when you enter the chat. So already it's gone down, so that's great. Like I said, we've waited 10 hours before, so we're kind of used to it at this point. But I do like that it tells you, so every once in a while, this part of the chat will just like black out, or not black out, but like you'll get an error message. And the first time it happened, it freaked me out because I thought that it had kicked me out of the chat after I had been waiting for like 5 hours. But eventually that chat page does pop back up, and you're not actually kicked out of the line. It just like kind of times out after a while, and you have to reopen the chat bubble that you see here. So here they actually warn you of that now. Please be advised you may experience a refresh error with the live chat. Please click on the X to resume your spot in line. As long as you do not hit the end conversation, you will not lose your place in line. So I'm really glad that they warn people of that now, because if you didn't know about it, I'm sure it would probably freak you out. And I'm sure there are people who have thought that they got kicked out of the line and just left after having waited when really they were still in the line. So I'm glad that they warn you of that now. And yeah, so it's saying 2 hours. We'll see if it ends up being 2 hours or longer. I will keep you guys updated. Like I said, I have my Boo to You parade up here I'm going to listen to, and I'm just going to sit here and do some work while I wait. So I will keep you guys updated. So this is a good example to show you guys. So that error message popped up, and I did what it said. I X'd out of it, and a couple of times the screen popped back up, and it just kept saying to refresh. So I kind of went back a page or like navigated to a different page to see if it would reset it. And now the chat screen hasn't popped back up. So now I don't know if I'm in there or not. This is the part that's like frustrating because you never know like if it's right or not. So I'm waiting to see if the chat bubble will pop back up. If not, I'm going to click on the chat button again and hopefully that'll, I'm really hoping that doesn't restart it, but you do think there'd be a way that they could stop that error message from happening. So I'm just waiting for this to load and hoping that this is going to pop back up. Okay, so it took some navigating around and kind of just clicking around the pages for the chat screen to finally pop back up without the error message. So it looks like maybe it sits there for not even an hour, maybe 20 minutes before that error pops up and it times out and kicks you out. And you got to figure out kind of how to get the message bubble to pop back up again. So there hasn't been an update. The last update was 9:28 when it said the wait was over 2 hours. So we'll see. I'll check back in if I get another update. Okay guys, it is about 10:24 now, so I've officially been waiting for an hour. I had time to go make myself a snack, get a drink, and still waiting, but I did get errored out again, so let's see if I can get this fixed. So this refresh thing is really the part that sucks, guys. So the refresh happened. I'm clicking around trying to get back to the screen because it says to hit the X button up top here and it'll refresh the message, but it doesn't. It just re-pops up with the error message again, and you have to keep clicking around to different links and keep reloading the page until finally this bubble that says messages pops back up. And apparently while I was clicking around trying to get back to this page, the cast member had come on to speak to us. It says you are now messaging with Guillermo at 11:11. Well, that's when I was clicking around trying to get back on to the screen, and now I have to wait again. The cast member you were previously messaging with is unavailable. Another cast member will be with you shortly. So of course the cast member pops up right when I'm having the error message. So this is the part that really sucks. They really need to like figure this out so this whole error thing doesn't happen. So yeah, now I'm just waiting again hopefully it won't be too long. Hopefully I'll just get the next cast member. So yeah, I'll update you guys once that happens. 12:45 now. We got through the first part with my husband doing the actual DAS pass part of it, like approval portion of it, as you saw. If you want to know what it takes, what it's involved to actually get approved, because a lot of people just assume that you are automatically approved, and that is not the case. They are looking for very specific things. I talk about all that in my everything you need to know about disability access service video, which I will link down below. You can check that out. I talk about all of that. I go into detail, what's covered, what's not covered, who gets approved, who does not, and how all that works. So check that out down below. We got through that part. Now we need to get through the actual planning portion, where we get to do our advanced selections for rides. And this is where they have changed things up, because now, before you used to do it right away, and now they put you back into the queue and you have to wait again. So now I have another, it says up to 2-hour wait in order to just select the advanced selections. So they've definitely changed everything up again. So already we've been waiting for about 3 hours, and now we'll see how long we need to wait for this next section. So I will update you guys when we get into that part.